Alright, so this week, what I'm working on, well, this previous week, it was a pretty good week. I took some range round plays, as you can see. So I got Monday recorded, Tuesday, Wednesday, took a couple trades, Thursday, and uh, Friday, got all my trades recorded. And it was a pretty decent week, but what I noticed is that pretty much on my trades that I'm making money on, I'm not making enough, well, as much as I would like to make compared to what I'm risking. So if I go to some of my trades, I'm gonna pull them up. Let's try right here. So today, so like this was one of my trades this past week. This trade, I went long on a pullback to R1, double test, MACD, showing bullish divergence, and I got a bullish piercing pattern closing the well above the R1. Then on that next candle, we broke above the 8 and closed strong. Um, a better entry would have been to wait on the next push down and then a breakout. But if I get in that early, I may start taking or adding to it. So that was one of my trades. Um, oh, the point I was trying to make on that was so I was risking about 4 points and I only made three. So if I would have had a well, going forward from now, I at least make more than what I'm risking. So my take profit will be somewhere up in this area. That way, I don't even have to be right 50% of the time. 50% of the time to make money. Um, so, yeah. So this was another trade I took this past week. As you can notice, well, uh, I was kind of looking for a breakout, and then I scratched out of it with not even a full point. I really was just trying to get my feet back wet in the markets, taking these pullbacks. I've been kind of looking at them a little different than I usually do, but even if I would have just set a profit at double what I was risking, I was only risking about three ticks. Could have just set a take profit at 1.5. Still, that would have ran. Um, this was a late stage base, probably why I failed. But then right after that, we went to new highs after the shakeout. Once again, putting on a good trade, just need to make more profit. That and let's look at something else. On that candle that I entered on, I would like to see that close more bullish. So maybe get in on this candle and then add right there as the MACD signal line crosses on bullish divergence. Boom. I tried some range bound plays earlier this week as well. I went short. Boom. Really kind of just got shook out. Got a little nervous putting it on, but once again, would have held it. Put my stop where it's supposed to be. Take profit at double. Boom. Trade work out. Now, once we start holding, now I was so short biased that I really missed the fact that this was really a pullback to the upside. So if you look, just ignore the entries and watch price boom break out, come back and test the level, test it again. I got bullish divergence. I know I had bullish divergence on my MACD because I looked, boom, look at this double test, and then boom, even this one, and then look at that candle breakout, boom, instead of being having a short bias, maybe look to play the long to the upside, and that whole short trade take profit. So definitely need to work on developing my bias and when and where I'll be looking to play range bound or over extended moves, and when and where I'll be looking to take breakouts to the upside. That can get a little tricky, so I may kind of pump the brakes on that and see what we get. But my trend was pushing below one, so that's a bullish read. Definitely a bullish read. I think this is that same trade. Yeah, that's that same trade. And take that trade. It's a short trade I took. Yeah, so I took this one. But I think this is the same one. I made a few ticks on this one, but I just wasn't real comfortable putting on these range bound overextended moves. I'm used to going with the trend and seeing double tests and divergences. With these, got to get in quick, so just stop and take profit and be done with it. As you can see, I got that push up to the supply zone. Got a gravestone doji overextended on both stochastics and a high tick, relatively high tick reading on the day. Had about a second or two to take this trade, and really just didn't feel comfortable putting it on. As soon as I took heat, took it right off, but trade ended up giving me a few points. What else we got? Now I'm noting, taking mental notes of my trend read around the time I was doing this 1.6. That's a bearish read. My tick reading on the day went to at that time plus about 600 was an extended move. So I went ahead and took that. Like I said, I'm still working on when to put these on, when to take them off. And then my last trade of this week, this happened Monday. So I was so hell bent on playing uh, the range, didn't even have the right indicator up, and I was really just kind of forcing it. My tick wasn't overextended, and I had good reversal candles, but we were making higher highs, and it really wasn't. It really just wasn't a good trade to be, taking because my tick reading wasn't overextended, and it was early on in the morning. Normally, you get those type of reversals in the morning, so I probably next time will just wait. If I do continue to take range bound trades, I really don't like taking those trades. I'm gonna probably wait at least about an hour into the day, so like 9:30, to see if the market is really trading in the range, or are we trending. So that's kind of how I started my week off. But all in all, I'm holding my trades when they lose money too long and taking profit too quick. So uh, next week I'll definitely be working on making at least more than what I risked. That way, like I said, 2 to 1, making two, risking one. That way I can be right less than half of the time and still make money. Um, so I'm picking good spots sometimes when I pay attention, and just need to kind of stick to it. And like say for instance with this one, like look at that strong push up. It was nothing range bound about this. And on my 2 hour, we had just seen this pattern on a 2 hour chart on high volume. So that probably was reason to believe we was gonna push to the upside. And my trend was reading above one, but like I said, just gotta pick spots better when you playing that type of range. But that's what I'm getting better on this week. I just went through all my trades, showing y'all what I did. I'm working on holding on to winners, cutting losses, and letting the trade work and developing a plan before the open. And I'm gonna be good. I'll come back next week with these results and show y'all what's going on. And I plan to make some really, really, really good progress this week. Market's back moving, volume picking up, and I'm ready to go. I'll see y'all at the end of next week. This is my weekend review, and good luck to y'all in the markets. Hope y'all get some good valuable information from this. Like I always say, trade on purpose. Check me out on the website. Join my chat room if you want to be around like-minded individuals trading in the market day in and day out. That's where you need to be. See y'all next week.